A lot of noobs or newer players love to just flash like really high in the sky and call that a good flashbang. You guys really need to abuse the buttons of flashbangs where you can middle click a flashbang or you can just right click a flashbang. One thing that a lot of people don't do is that if you want to right click a flash in a smoke, if you just hold a right click flash, you're going to see that it's going to bounce. But there's actually a cool little secret that you guys can do that I actually learned from Stewie 2K. And if you right click your flash and then before you release it, hold down your left click button, the flash isn't going to hit the ground. If you aim straight up in the air like this, you're going to see that it's going to land right here. So if I am throwing this flash on a smoke, people aren't going to hear it bounce. And if someone is playing close right here, they're going to have no idea that the flash is coming because I'm going to come aim straight up in the sky like this. It's going to bounce off that, of course, but it's not going to hit the ground and they're not going to know the flash is in the air. Same thing goes for this lurk smoke here as well. If I think someone is playing in front of this smoke, I can do the little right left click flash and then just jump through and they're not even going to know that a flashbang is coming because they don't hear it hit the ground. So you guys need to make sure that you guys are abusing these little buttons, but you need to also abuse geometry. There's a lot of good set flashes that you guys can throw, especially like under balcony here. If you guys want to flash off of this like this, and it's going to pop right above balcony, and anyone towards ramp is going to have to turn from this flash and it's not even going to blind you. You guys want to make sure that you guys are abusing geometry. There's also a cool flash here that you can throw for in connector that bounces right off of here. So you guys definitely want to play around with all these cool little flashes. I know I've also showed this cool flash towards window where if you're in this corner, hold right click and W at this little black mark and jump throw, the flash is going to land right into window. But the most important thing with these flashes is you want to make sure that the people aren't seeing them in the air. There's some instances where you do want them to see and hear the flash, like for the under balcony, where if they are sitting Tetris, it's important that they hear this flash and know that it's coming in the air because they're going to have to turn right here or they're going to have to run away, which gives you a lot of space and a lot of free kills. So if you guys just learn how to use geometry and understand when to use a flashbang when you want them to hear is also very important. I know there's also a cool flash here that cojomo showed me where if you just bounce it off this wall, it's going to blind anyone playing close ramp right here because it's going to land here. And yes, they hear it, but also they're not going to see it. So if you guys honestly just run around in a server a little bit, you're going to notice that you're going to find some really cool flashbangs, especially like, you know, towards top box here. You can flash connector by simply just aiming in this little gap. And anyone playing in cons is going to be blind. And also they're not going to see the flash as well. So I really do encourage you guys to just run around in a server and learn some really cool flashes. And you're going to notice that you're honestly just going to be setting up your team and you're going to get a... Never ask your teammate if they want a flashbang. Asking for a flashbang is such a waste of time. And it's only going to get your teammate killed if you literally ask him for a flashbang. You should be able to identify situations where a teammate might need a flash. And I'll give you an example here on Mirage. If I'm on CT side and my teammate is hiding triple and they're executing out A, I don't want to sit here in connector and say, hey, do you want me to flash over triple? Me asking for that flash is going to waste so much time because in the time that it takes me to ask and for him to respond and the flash to go in the air, these guys are going to be scaling up sight, you know, wrapping around default, clearing triple. And then when they're about here seeing my teammate, the flash is going to pop and he's probably going to die. So it's always important that you throw the flash and identify the situation. So if this guy is hiding triple, I see that he is, he comms are going out A, I'm just saying, hey, I'm flashing over triple, and then I'm just throwing flash saying pop, and then he knows that it's popping. Saying pop is a really good indicator because if this guy is just getting swarmed by utility, it's very, very important that he knows when the flash pops, just in case he can't hear any in-game volume. Maybe there's like mollies coming down towards ticket, and maybe there's like grenades coming towards default. He needs to be able to hear when you throw the flash and when it pops in the air, so make sure you guys are calling pop. But when I do throw that flash without even asking, he doesn't have to peek with it. A lot of people feel pressured to peek when people throw flashes. If he thinks that they don't know he's triple and I say, hey, you know, I'm flashing over triple, a lot of people might just swing and peek and just literally just peek into 4 different guys. Maybe someone turned from the flash and then there's, you know, 2 other guys just swinging out on like a timing, and it pretty much just ruins everything for him because he's peeking into 4 guys. Same thing if you're rotating over from market and you have teammates over here towards like stairs or jungle. Maybe they just scrimmed out A and just ran out. You don't want to sit here rotating, say, hey guys, I can flash over bench. You just want to calm that you are flashing over bench. But it is important that you guys are looking at the radar because if you do have a teammate that's like sitting here on stairs, you don't want to flash over bench. I mean, you can. You just want to make sure that you really emphasize on the comm so he knows that he has to turn when it pops. Another example is if you are in top mid and you have a teammate, you know, maybe in Valley or under window, you can just say, hey guys, I'm gonna flash con and try to take cat. When you say that, it gives your teammates ideas as well, where instead of saying like, hey, I can flash you guys con, and then you start this whole discussion in the mid round, which just isn't that good. So if you do want to take cat and just use your flash, you can just say, hey guys, I'm flashing con, I'm running up cat. Your teammates down here might not even peek with it. They might wait to double peek with you when you're up cat. Maybe they want to take a jiggle, or maybe they do want to take con off of that flash. Now this tip is one of the most important tips that I need to tell you guys that I actually learned from Nifty when I was on his team a while ago. Nifty played for Renegades and Envy, and he was a very good op IGL. You guys probably know him from the Nifty 50 game where he dropped 50 kills at IEM Sydney, but he actually taught me how to efficiently use flashbangs. Now I talked about earlier where a lot of people just love to throw the flashbangs like high above their teammates, which is, you know, good in some scenarios, but it's really good to literally throw your flashbang at a teammate. And I'll show you a couple examples and run through them so you guys understand. And we call this a wall flash because you're throwing the flash at a wall. Now let's say I am on CT side and my teammate is sitting on default, and we know that they are coming out A. He's coming, hey guys, they're towards Tetris. They're about to scale. They're setting up like, you know, maybe a second phase of smokes. And if I'm the con player, I know exactly how to flash. If there's T sitting here on Tetris, or maybe they're coming here to set up smokes, they really don't know that my teammate is default. It's very important that I don't ask if he needs a flash, but I want to wall flash for him. And a good wall flash is literally just throwing a flash at default. Now, why this is good is because my teammate can peek with his flash because it's going against the wall and he's not going to get blind. But also these guys sitting out here towards ramp are going to see this flash and they're going to have to turn. And my teammate on default can literally just swing with a good timing, knowing that, okay, he's trying to imagine when they see the flash, when it's about to pop. He's trying to imagine when these T's are going to turn, and he's going to get a lot of free kills. There's so many scenarios that you can use a wall flash. Even if my teammate is towards triple, he's like, hey, they're coming out A, they're coming out A. I can literally just throw a flash right here in front of triple because these T's are going to be scaling. They're going to see this flash and they're going to be like, wow, I really have to turn from this. I'm looking at the flash. I need to turn. And that's when my teammate here can just swing and capitalize off of that. Now, you can use it a lot on CT side, especially, for example, if I am sitting on bench and maybe these guys are scaling up cat. One thing I can do is literally just throw a flash right in front of bench, or if I'm coming out market, I can try to flash in front of this pillar right here. So if these guys are coming up cat, these guys are going to see the flash. They're going to have to turn or try to hide and tuck, and my teammate can literally just peek off of the flash even before it pops. Another good example is if we're retaking B, let's say it's a 2v1 or maybe a 2v2. I'm in market and my teammate is flanking. Most of the time, there's always a T sitting on E-box, either holding market or apps. And one of the best flashes that I can throw for my teammate to peek this is literally just flashing right under the window. This is a really good wall flash because he can peek with the flash, and anyone that is looking towards abs or playing around E-box is going to have to turn, and my teammate can literally just freely peek and get a free kill. There's also a good wall flash you can throw that literally lands right here at the stairs, so you literally just peek while the flashbang's hidden for underpass as well. Or maybe if you're pushing top mid, you can literally just throw a flash right behind box. And then anyone that's sitting top mid is going to literally just be blinded, and you can just swing with this flash. Now, another good flash that I love to use, especially in mid on Mirage, since a lot of you guys probably love to hold W out mid, is flashing in front of Delpan. You can literally throw a flash like this that's going to blind a lot of people in mid, and my teammate can literally just swing with this flash. So if you know they are fighting towards mid, or maybe someone's window, or maybe off cat, you can flash right in front of Delpan and literally just swing with this flash from boxes. Or maybe if you're tucked behind Delpan, you can swing with it as well. So hopefully those tips did help, and if they did, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Comment down below if you have any weird ways that you guys like to use flashbangs, and also make sure you guys like the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.